The storm came without warning. Rain slashing the windshield, thunder cracking like gunfire. Aaron Vale squinted through the downpour, desperate to find somewhere to stop. He'd been driving for hours on an empty stretch of highway. No signal, no towns, just endless roads swallowed by forest. When the glowing sign appeared through the rain, "Moonlight in Vacancy," he almost laughed in relief. The motel looked forgotten by time. The paint peeled, the lights buzzed with dying energy, and a rusted bell hung above the door. Inside, the air smelled of mold and something faintly sweet like rotting flowers. A woman appeared behind the counter, tall, with waxy skin and hair that didn't seem to move. Her name tag read, Marla. "You traveling alone?" she asked, voice flat. Aaron nodded. "Room 9. Don't mind the noise tonight. Old building. Likes to creak." Her smile was too wide. The key she handed him was cold. Old-fashioned metal with a tag that looked handmade. 9, scratched in red. As he walked down the hall, he noticed the other doors. Each one had deep gouges near the handles, like someone had tried to claw their way out. Room 9 was small, a single bed, flickering lamp, and a painting of the motel itself, but at night, with dark figures standing in every window. He turned the painting to face the wall. Rain hammered outside as he showered, but halfway through, the water turned ice cold, then dark. Thick red water poured from the showerhead, coating his hands. He stumbled out, heart pounding. The mirror was fogged, but there was writing in it. "You shouldn't have come alone." He froze. Then knocking. Soft, slow, 3 times. He peered through the peephole. No one there. The hallway was empty, except the door across from him. Room 8 was open, just a crack. A faint light flickered inside. Something moved behind that door, a shadow crawling low, limbs bending wrong. Aaron stepped back. The knocking started again this time, from the inside of his own bathroom. He turned. The bathroom door creaked open on its own. The mirror was clear now, and a reflection stood behind him. A woman, wet hair hanging down, skin pale as wax. Her mouth opened slowly, stretching wider and wider until it split. He spun around, nothing. But the smell hit him next. Sweet, rotten. He followed it to the bed where the floor beneath was damp. He knelt down, lifting the sheet. A pool of blood, and a hand reaching out from underneath, gripping his wrist. He screamed and tore free, bolting for the door, but it wouldn't open. The handle twisted, jammed, as whispers filled the room. Hundreds of overlapping voices, some crying, some laughing. Then the lamp flickered once, and everything went silent. He turned toward the mirror. There were 9 people reflected behind him. When the police came 2 days later, the motel was abandoned. The lobby was coated in dust. Room 9 was locked from the inside. They found Aaron's car still parked outside, keys in the ignition, headlights on. Inside the room, there was only one thing, a Polaroid photo on the bed. It showed the motel lobby, freshly cleaned, with a new guest at the counter. And behind the desk, smiling, was Aaron Vale, wearing Marla's name tag. The highway was empty for miles when Noah Briggs spotted the flickering sign through the fog. Hilltop Motel Vacancy. He'd been driving since dawn, trying to escape a fight that ended with his fiancée slamming the door and saying she never wanted to see him again. The storm rolling in behind him made the night feel heavier, slower, like the air itself wanted him to stop there. The motel sat alone at the edge of a pine forest, its walls stained with rain and age. The neon sign hissed. One of the letters hung loose, swinging like a noose in the wind. Inside, the lobby was dim and smelled like wet carpet. A small bell sat on the counter, dusty but clean enough to have been used recently. He rang it once. A woman appeared from the back room, thin, pale, with a distant, glassy look in her eyes. "Evening," she said softly. "Just one night," Noah muttered. She slid over an old-fashioned key. Room 12. Her fingers brushed his, and he swore her skin felt cold as glass. Room 12 smelled faintly of bleach. The wallpaper peeled in long strips, and an old rotary phone sat on the nightstand, disconnected. The lamp flickered weakly, casting thin shadows that seemed to stretch toward him when he moved. Noah set down his bag and collapsed on the bed. The mattress groaned like someone else was already lying beneath it. At exactly 1:12 a.m., a noise woke him. It wasn't thunder. It was tapping. Slow rhythmic tapping coming from the room next door. He sat up, listening. Then a voice, faint, desperate. "Please, don't let me out." He froze. The voice came again. "Please, she's coming. She's come." A slam. Then silence. He grabbed his phone, no signal. When he looked through the blinds, the parking lot was empty. Not even his car lights reflected back. He turned on the lamp, but it flickered violently and went out. The air grew freezing, his breath visible. Then the rotary phone rang. He stared at it. It wasn't even plugged in. The sound was sharp, shrill, endless. He picked it up with shaking hands. "Room 12, he whispered. A voice on the other end, faint, whispering, said, "You shouldn't have taken that room. It's still hers." The line clicked dead. When he looked up, there was someone standing in the bathroom doorway, a woman in a soaked pale nightgown, her hair hanging in wet strands, face obscured. She stepped forward. Water pooled at her feet, dark red in the light. Noah stumbled back. "Stay away!" She didn't. She lifted her face, and it wasn't a face at all. The skin was smeared like melted wax, with a single cloudy eye staring from where her cheek should be. Her jaw opened too wide, and she spoke in a voice that sounded like wind through water pipes. "You heard me. Don't let me out." Then the lights died. When morning came, the manager found room 12 empty, bed made, blinds drawn. Only one thing left behind on the nightstand: an old photo of the motel lobby from decades ago. Behind the counter stood the same pale woman, and beside her, Noah Briggs, both smiling.